Hey guys, welcome to the ICD-10-PCS Coding Series. If you are new to the channel, subscribe and follow the playlist from the beginning so that you understand all the root operations thoroughly. This is part 42 of the Inpatient Coding Series, and today we will learn about the root operation removal from the sixth group of the medical and surgical section in ICD-10-PCS. I'm Vinay Kumar. I carry an overall experience of 20 years in the US healthcare industry with vast experience in coding, auditing, training, and mentoring. I have helped many people in gaining knowledge and preparing for their medical coding certifications. I'm dual certified from both AHIMA and AAPC with extensive knowledge in all the verticals of the revenue cycle management. So at the end of this learning session, we will have a better understanding of coding the root operation removal from the sixth group of root operations. We'll also look at an example of coding from the medical and surgical section. And remember, the medical and surgical section is the most important and the largest section in ICD-10 PCS. So there are a total of 31 root operations in the medical and surgical section. And these root operations are divided into 9 groups based on similar attributes or similar kinds of surgical procedures grouped together. Today, we are looking at the sixth group, which talks about root operations that always involve a device. There are 6 root operations in this group: insertion, replacement, supplement, change, removal, and revision. We already looked at insertion, replacement, and supplement, and I think we also did change. Today, we are talking about removal. So, the root operation removal carries a character value of P. Remember, root operations are the most important aspect of building an ICD-10 PCS code. The objective or the goal of the procedure is what defines the root operations. You always have to think and read carefully the operative report and understand what is the surgeon trying to achieve. That defines the root operation. Now, removal. So removal is defined as taking out or off a device from a body part. A procedure to remove a device is coded to removal only when it is not an integral part of another root operation. Remember this. And removal and change root operations are pretty close in terms of definitions. However, remember that if the device is removed and a new one is placed, it should be coded as root operation change. Otherwise, if the device is removed and a new one is not placed, then it becomes removal as the root operation. These are examples of procedures which are coded under the root operation removal: gastrostomy tube removal, cardiac pacemaker removals, central line removals, and drainage tube removals. So basically, removing any device falls into this root operation. Now, this is an example of coding the root operation removal. Percutaneous replacement of transvenous right atrial and ventricular leads of a dual chambered pacemaker. The pacemaker was initially placed 4 years ago. The generator remains intact and is not replaced. So, we are talking about a pacemaker. Okay, a pacemaker unit generally consists of a battery and leads. In this case, we are only talking about removing and placing new leads. The battery still is in place, which is not removed or replaced. So this procedure is coded to the root operation removal to remove the old leads, and also the root operation insertion to insert the new leads. Based on coding guideline for multiple procedures, 2 codes are required for the removal of the leads, because the same root operation is repeated on different body sites or body parts, one on the atrium and one on the ventricle. Okay, so that these are included in the same body part value. That's the reason we need to code it twice. Okay, the insertion also requires 2 codes because The right atrium and right ventricle are identified with individual body part values. So these would be the four codes. The first two codes for removal of the leads, and then the next two for the insertion of the two new leads. The first one. So this is the table for removal of the right atrial lead. Section is medical and surgical. Body system is heart and great vessels. Root operation is removal. Body part would be heart. Approach is percutaneous. Sixth character for the device would be cardiac lead. And the seventh character is Z, no qualifier. The first code for the removal of the right atrial lead. The same table and code are used for removal of the right ventricular lead as well, since the body part value is same and the device type is also same. So basically, removal of the right atrial and right ventricular lead have the same code. So the same code is used twice. Section is medical and surgical. Body system is heart and great vessels. Root operation is removal. Body part would be heart. Approach is percutaneous. Sixth character for the device would be cardiac lead. And the seventh character is Z. This is the table for the insertion of the right atrial lead. Section is medical and surgical. Body system is heart and great vessels. Root operation is insertion. Body part would be right atrium. Approach is percutaneous. Sixth character for the device would be cardiac lead of a pacemaker. And the seventh character is Z, no qualifier. And the fourth code, this is the table for the insertion of the right ventricular lead. The only difference is the body part value. Section is medical and surgical. Body system is heart and great vessels. Root operation is insertion. Body part would be right ventricle. Approach is percutaneous. Sixth character for the device would be cardiac lead of a pacemaker. And the seventh character is no qualifier, which is Z. Overall, four codes. So the key points from this video. Removal, the root operation removal represents only those procedures where a device is removed without replacing it with a new device. If removal procedure is part of another more comprehensive root operation, then the removal is generally not coded separately. Thank you. You will find the online version of the ICD-10-PCS coding manual from this link. This is from CMS. This link also is available in the description of the video. So once you click on the link, you'll get a zip file which contains both the code tables and also the index. Thank you for watching, guys. Please subscribe to the channel and subscribe. I really hope these videos are helpful, and I'll also make a lot of videos on ICD-10 CM, inpatient guidelines, and also CBT. Thank you.